ADA, we start with 1 hour chart. If you refer to my analysis, because for last day, we have a different option to trade. And when the price exactly was within this move, I give update. Anyone is having entry above this should take out the trade because it's not moving. Then we move to 15 minutes just for those. I mean, for those they haven't watched my last analysis. Okay. And when the price exactly was here, we mentioned we should take out the trade. Then we mentioned if we see the correction here based on 15 minutes, if the traders still they want to look for trade, they can have entry above this. But I mentioned we need to get the correction. Even I give an example similar to any of this, but the correction it was here was as a flag. It didn't move really deep, and having entry above the top was the one of the option. And this is what we get. And even I mentioned that if we get any trade setup, as long as the price come to this high, we need to start to manage it. Which was one? I mean, the price was which as this top is at almost 1.15. Okay, the reason was as you can see here, the price tag and break and reverse. That's why I was keep mentioning we need to be aware of both this top. Okay, now the thing is we want to see how we can trade it. As we can see the price reverse. Okay, whether and how deep this one can go. One thing I will mention here, as we can see the price is correcting here. If we get a correction, still we can expect for down move. For those that are looking for sell. Now we want to see how we can trade it and for buy. Okay, if we move to daily chart, we have nothing. So we move to, by the way, if I move to weekly, as we can see, the highest price we have was almost 1.4. And now, based on the, I mean, my last move, the price, the highest tag was 1.24. Now we want to see whether there is a continuation and the price can break this top or not. Okay, but if I move to forward chart, we want to see how we can look at the correction. All right. If we refer to our analysis, one of the way we have been looking for the this correction was, I mean, when the price was within this move, we mentioned that we want to see whether we can put this one in relative to this for running flat for one move up. That's why when the price was within this range, we're looking for the up move and we get. But now we can see, now we want to see whether this one can be a correction for the continuation. That means still we are within this correction, or we can expect this correction turn to a more complex correction. That means still we can expect the price to drop one more, give us a flat. For then from there we can expect. I mean, look for continuation up. I mean, for the up move. Okay, that's why. Now we need to know whether for those they want to sell and even they want to buy, they should know that we have both possibility. If the price drop, still the price can retest this low here. Okay, that's why if anyone wants to buy, at least they should know about this option as well. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade it. If I move to 1 hour chart, okay, based on 1 hour chart right now we don't have any trade setup. Even if I put my line, can we put our line here? Okay, this one doesn't make sense. Even you put here, we cannot use this line any at all. Okay, now how we can trade it? As I mentioned, if the prices start to correct here, still we can look for one down move. Then from there we need to make a decision. Any reversal, if we get, we look for buy. And here also right now we cannot buy because we can see is forming the correction. The only times you can look for buy if we see a sharp move for the reversal. At that time we need to see whether we can get the buy setup or not. Even if we move to 15 minutes, what you can see here, we have this correction. This is the only one relative to this. The price can drop, or still we can expect the price move, give flat for one more drop. Okay, that's why if anyone wants to look for sell, if the price move and come to this high, any sell from there can give us them better the trade setup. But we need to confirm this one is a correction. And buy right now we cannot buy. The only times if anyone wants to buy based on 15 minutes, it depends on them. If they see any sharp move, breakout of this top, flag above the top, then they can look for sell. Sorry, they can look for buy. By the way, right now we don't have any trades at whether for buy or sell. As I explained, based on forward chart, we will have both option. The only thing is we need to wait and see what we get from here, whether we get a correction or not. And even if the price drop, then we need to look at the chart again. By the way, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or any trade setup, then I will share. Thanks.